What's up, everyone? Jonny here. Today I wanted to talk about slip and falls on sidewalks. It's a pretty big topic. A lot of people, especially in Los Angeles, they might just be walking along, on the ground, and suddenly out of nowhere there's some big defect in the sidewalk, and then people just trip on it and suffer serious injuries, fractures, brain injuries, all sorts of stuff. So it's definitely a difficult type of lawsuit, and one of the things that people essentially look for is, the lawyers look for, is negligence. Is there really some kind of negligence on the part of the city or whoever owns that piece of sidewalk, so that you can establish a case? I mean, the injuries might be there, the fractures, the brain injury, whatever, but it's really just a matter of, are you going to be able to prove liability? So one of those things, here we're coming up to a big, as you can see, I mean, it's kind of a decent uphill slope, but you're really looking for something, 2 inches or higher, some kind of defect that a person would trip on in order to establish some kind of liability. So for example, okay, so look here's a piece. So if you see over here, if someone were to walk and hit that edge right there and suffer some kind of serious injury, then that might be a lawsuit, a good lawsuit. Because if you look and you saw that there was some rehabilitation there, some piece of concrete, in order to make it kind of smooth, so it looked as though people were on notice, at least the city was on notice about the defect. Whereas, a little spot like right here might be much more difficult to go and prove liability. So that's really the main thing with slip and falls. I mean, usually the injuries are there, much more difficult to take on if it's just soft tissue, like, someone's back or neck is hurting a little bit, but then it'll get better after a few weeks. It's really, when lawyers take on these types of cases, they really want to see serious injuries, just because they're so difficult to prove. And the city has a notorious reputation for litigating these cases very tough, even through trials, even beyond trials. They're just difficult to deal with. So that's essentially it. I mean, if you guys have questions about it, questions about slip and falls on sidewalks, please let me know. Please let me know what else you want to know, and we'll be in touch. Thanks.